In the fight against terrorism, many people believe we are at a greater risk than ever before of a nuclear attack, but are we prepared? Now, according to Cham Dallas of the Center for Mass Destruction, the unfortunate answer is a resounding no. In fact, back in April, Dallas testified before a Senate committee about just how ill-prepared our nation's capital really is. And joining us now is Cham Dallas. Cham, good to see you.
Good to see you, Sean.
Welcome to the program. Thanks for being with us. Now, look, they're actually looking into it, but they're still not doing anything about it.
Well, we're a lot more prepared than we were just before 2001. But for a nuclear attack, no, we're not prepared. The magnitude of an attack producing hundreds of thousands of casualties, even with a small nuclear weapon, means that we're not prepared for that, no.
A hearing called by the Committee of Homeland Security and Government Affairs to actually have these charts that featured what the impact would be of a nuclear attack.
That's right. We prepared those charts for them at the Institute for Mass Destruction Defense, and we showed the impact of a 10-kiloton nuke detonated near the White House. You can still drive pretty close to the White House now. And
now explain what this is here, and we're showing the extent in terms of the radiation. Go ahead.
What you're seeing on the left-hand side is ground zero, right next to the White House. And then so that little purple square there is the White House, where the president is. Then you see the blue circle immediately around on the left-hand side of the screen is where the blast zone is and the thermal casualties.
Right.
Then this glowing comet tail going off to the right is the radiation zone. The dark purple is a 90% death plume. You can see the capital of the United States is right in that. This is a general prevailing weapon.
Now, by the way, a 10-kiloton weapon that you're describing here could be fit inside a van.
That's right. In fact, that is the #1 delivery system for this kind of weapon, would be a panel van, probably.
So a 10-kiloton bomb in a van will kill 100,000 people?
It would, in Washington or New York, it would probably kill 200,000. In New York, maybe even double that.
All right. Now, you've also talked about a 1-kiloton.
Yes, the 1-kiloton, people used to call that the suitcase nuke.
Right.
Alexander Lebed, the defense minister under Yeltsin, claimed that there were 40 to 100 of them, and that they didn't know where they are. There's less confidence in that now.
All right, let's look at this. A 1-kiloton nuclear weapon impact on Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and you can see you still get the White House. As a matter of fact, in this simulation, you would still get the Capitol, which is shocking with just a small 1-kiloton nuke. Again, the purple and pink areas there is the 90% and 80% death zone for radiation. The big yellow screen, the big yellow circle, that's the glass injury blast zone. Tons of broken glass thrown all over the place. Why
does it go out that far and in that direction?
The wind. So whatever the wind's doing.
So in other words, it could literally go around that perimeter at any point.
It could go in a lot of different directions.
Right.
That's probably the prevailing winds going right up Constitution Avenue.
Pretty frightening. What is the likelihood something like this could happen?
Well, my belief, and I've said at the Senate committee, Homeland Security Committee, that if you go out 20 years, I say it's virtually a certainty.
That's frightening.
Inside of that, of course, the odds go down.
And New York, Washington, D.C., the biggest targets?
They are the two major target areas.
All right. Explain what we have here.
Well, this have you here in front of you now is a mock-up of a 10-kiloton or 1-kiloton nuke. This is the kind of nuclear weapon that Iran is working on right now.
This is what it would look like?
This is pretty much what it would look like. You can see the silver in down there. That's kind of what it would actually look like.
Okay.
That's what the explosives would be. You have to have an explosive on one end of the device.
Right.
And this is what the whole device would look like.
And this would be the nuclear...
That's right. The central section, just a little pipe.
Right here.
This little red right here. This is what we're arguing about with the Iranians now. They're enriching uranium. They probably have about half this right now ready to go. The Israelis say they have a little bit more than that.
And this is a 1 or a 10-kiloton?
Either one. Either one.
And it would all fit in a cylinder like this?
Almost this exact same size. 20, 30 pounds of enriched uranium.
It would just be the concentration that would be different?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And the purity and maybe a little bit of the amount. Now, then what they'll do is they'll shoot it up this pipe. That explosive goes off. It shoots this little uranium-235 plug into this end, which is another plug of uranium-235. It's deceptively simple.
Now, all right, just to show it, you put up a model here, and I've got
You've got the detonator.
I got the detonator.
I would have to say, I think Sean is really going to enjoy this because Combs did this once before, and you didn't get a chance to to detonate a nuclear weapon. So
all right, do I need to stand back?
Nope, nope, you're safe.
I'm safe?
You're going to do
All
this
right.
for jihad.
Is that what I'm doing this
Yes,
for?
that's Jihad Johnny, we'll call you.
Okay, and 3, 2, do I need to, am I going to flinch?
I don't know, we'll see. All right. Now, that's what's happened. You shoot, the explosive blows up in one end, it shoots that U-235 plug right into another U-235 plug, and you get a fission reaction.
And that would be it. And then all the radiation fallout that we saw in the...
That's right. You have the blast, which is right there around the White House, which I showed in that simulation. And then you have thermal burn injuries, which is the one I'm most concerned about because it's hardest to respond to. And then you have that radiation plume going for miles.
It's pretty chilling.
Yeah, it really is, and it's just around the corner.
Right, but don't we have nuclear detectors in most cities now where they're trying to pick up any radiation or radiation detectors?
We do. We've come a long way in nuclear detection. Unfortunately, and especially in New York, by the way.
Would they be able to hide it?
Yeah, that's the problem, is they can shield them. If they're really...
If they really want to do it.
If they really want to do it, they can shield those
And
devices.
the likelihood is if you've gotten that far and you have that material, that you're going to have the ability to shield it.
That's my belief. Now, Homeland Security's come a long way in the detection. My hat is off to them in their efforts. They've come a long way. But if they want to shield that weapon, they probably can.
Cham Dallas, chilling. Thanks for helping to wake up a nation. That we've got to be prepared for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.